Saludos amigos, KASH, your president and CEO of KASH International Luxury Real Estate. Guys, I'm coming to you today from the beautiful Dominican Republic, and I'm going to be showcasing one of the top properties, not just in Santo Domingo, guys, but in the entire country. This is a true estate that is located in one of the most exclusive neighborhoods in the entire Dominican Republic. The neighborhood itself is called Arroyo Hondo, okay? That is the neighborhood that we're located in, and within that neighborhood, there is a specific gated community that is called Cuesta Hermosa Dos, okay? That is the premier community, the only gated community that you need security clearance to enter into outside of, let's say, the Cap Cana environment, gated environments and tourist type of areas. This is the only gated community because this is full of the who's who of the Dominican Republic, the who's who of the international community. And this is a spot, and this is a villa. I'm not even gonna call it a villa, guys. I'm gonna call it an estate, okay? This place is made for a queen. This is made for a princess. This is something that's gonna blow you guys away. And today we're gonna walk you through this amazing estate that is going to absolutely knock your socks off. Guys, we are located riverfront. We are spread out over 20,000, close to 25,000 square feet on a lot that is 3,100 square meters, okay? This is special, and it lies right on the other side of these gates. So in today's video, guys, we're gonna walk you through the entire thing. We're gonna explain it to you. It's gonna be a long video, okay? It's gonna be a long video because there's a lot of detail, there's a lot of love that went into this house, and we wanna give it the same amount of love in this video. So guys, hang out for this one, grab the family, and you're in for a treat. Let's do it. Guys, welcome back. Thanks for joining me. Before we go on to the other side of these, there's two massive gates. I'm going to show you both, okay? There's one gate here. First, security gate, okay? Your security team sits right behind these doors, okay? So you got your private security that sits behind. Now, do you need that? I was talking to the owner. She said, you don't even need that. She just has it, but this community is private and it is fully gated. You cannot enter. For example, myself, when I enter this community, I have to leave my ID with them. They check, they do all the pre-screening, pre-checking, and then I'm allowed in. So no one gets in where I'm standing. So gate number one, security, gate one, you can see how private this is, okay? If you're looking for privacy, yet you want to be close to the city. So how far are we from Piantini? I talk a lot about that. It'll probably take me, when I head out, I'm gonna be stopping by PriceSmart. I'm gonna be stopping in there before I go back to Cap Cana. Probably gonna take me about 15 minutes to get to the city. That's my guess. That's what it was saying on Waze, okay? So it's about a 15-minute drive to get to the city, so you're very close. However, look where you'll be living. Gate number two, okay? I want you to get a feel for the street. Look how quiet it is and private. All along here is estates, okay? These are estates. These are not villas. These are massive properties that back up onto the river, and that's what makes this special. But have a glance around. Spin the camera around, have a look. Look how mature it is. Look at the tree heights. You know, these trees have been growing for decades. This is one of the most elite areas. If you are looking for an elite area to live and you want a villa and you're gonna be moving your family down here, guys, this is just a slam dunk. Now, this property is for those luxury clients that we have on the channel. We know who you guys are, and we know you're always looking for great opportunities, and you guys are looking to shift gears as well, maybe move down to the Dominican Republic, invest internationally, bring your families down. Guys, this is a tailor-made spot for that. Have a look down the street. Street ends over here at the river, but have a look down. Look how quiet it is. Look how luxurious this entire area is. This is 15 minutes, guys, 15 minutes away from Piantini, okay? 15 minutes away from Piantini. Now, this entire area kind of came into fruition about 50 years ago, okay? About 50 years ago, they started to develop that, and they created this high-end luxury neighborhood for the elite of the Dominican Republic. It's not just the Dominican Republic elite, it is people in the international business community, okay? You have delegates, you have ambassadors, you have CEOs of multinational corporations. They're all living in this area. So if you fit that bill, then this is where you must live if you're looking for a villa, all right? So what I'm gonna do next, I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna get us on the other side of the gate. This is, like I said, it's gonna be a long video because this is about 25,000 square feet of home that I've gotta walk through, okay? So we're gonna come over here and we're gonna head on inside this gate, okay? All right, guys, come with me. I want you to see this. Look at this, guys. This has the feel of being in Beverly Hills, pulling into one of those multi-million-dollar villas. And this is exactly what has been created in this unreal, amazing neighborhood, okay? We're gonna be walking you through this entire place, but I want you to soak in this entrance. I want you to soak in this entrance because this is special. It is so private. You can see from the outside, you don't even know there's a house back here, and that's what exclusivity is about. That's what luxury is about in this neighborhood. Have a look at it. There's gonna be so many elements of this house, guys, that you need to dial into because everything is included, okay? All the furnishings. These are millions of dollars in furnishings and artwork. The owners of this built this house for themselves, okay? So a lot of love was put into every single item. There's not one item that you're gonna see inside this amazing house. I'm gonna spin you around and have a look. There's not one item that is not intentionally placed there with love and with care and with thought. Literally, guys, we were talking to the owner just a few minutes before we got rolling here, and she was telling us it literally took her about 10 years to accumulate and put everything strategically in place to make this their castle. All right, have a look at this beautiful water feature too. It's already so peaceful and quiet here and you're in nature, but look at this amazing water feature that you're graced with when you pull up into this house. So from the front, what are we looking at? We've got a 4-car garage over here. Garage doors, we've got them open right now. Garage doors, 4-car garage over here. You're able to enter the service area, service kitchen of this house from here. If you spin to the left now, main entrance, of course, spin to the left. This is where you're gonna have a 5th car garage, okay? You're able to park a 5th car in there, and what does that do? We're gonna show you on the inside, but that's a separate wing of the house. That's where you have your gym, you have your sauna, you have your spa, you have all those amenities there. You're able to utilize that as a guest area. That is a whole different wing of the house. Here's the main section. I wanna take you straight through this house, and I'm gonna walk you right to the back because I want you to see what this feels like. This is stunning. Come with me. Don't peek around too much. I wanna take you right to the back because I want you to see the backyard, and then we're gonna trickle back to the front again, okay, guys? Because I want you to really feel this house because this one is completely unique than any other product that we have put out on the channel before. Have a look at this backyard, guys. This is just stunning. Look at this pool. Isn't it gorgeous? I'm gonna show you guys around right now. It's just perfectly done, guys, and you are absolutely one with nature too. Imagine being so one with nature, so close to the city. That's what makes this neighborhood so special and unique. All the way surrounded, you have beautiful artesian tiles surrounding it, and this is special. You've got 2 amazing gazebos that are set up on this hill rolling down to the water. Come with me over here. Let's look at this one, okay? Look at these massive gazebos that are set up. You've got 2 of them. They're connected by this perfect segue into the other one. But there's so many details in this one, guys. There's so many details. So for example, these 4 pillars that you see holding up this gazebo, these aren't just any pillars, guys. These were brought in from Halan. This is an exclusive decorator out of Miami. Anyone knows exactly what I'm saying when I say halam. Okay, these are brought in from there specifically for this. So they're perching up, holding up this massive gazebo that is right off the pool. I want you to have a look at these views. These are special. Have a look at these views right here. So guys, the views from here are just outstanding. Right through to the trees here. You're able to clean this up so you can get beautiful river views. So this is a riverfront property, and you are perched. Well, I would say I'm about 100 feet up. You can see a path going down there as well. You can see that staircase that takes you all the way down. So if you want to walk out to the river, you want to hang out back here, you're completely able to do that because you have exclusive rights to all of that right there, right up to the river. So this is one of the terraces. Okay, this is one of the terraces off one of the gazebos. Come with me. So main house is here, pool. Look at how this was set up. Now the owner of the house designed this entire space personally, and I think he hit an absolute home run because this house, what's important about this house and what was being explained to us is this house is set for entertainment, okay? Have a look, spin around and have a look at that. This is like, it reminds me of images I've seen of the White House, okay? It's just a house that is set up for entertainment. indoor, outdoor, large galas. You could have, let's say for example, if you're an ambassador and this is a house for you, then guys, you're able to have different delegates from all different countries, captains of industries, everybody coming into this house to spend time inside or outside. Now, of course, you haven't seen much of the inside yet because we haven't gone in. I'm just on the outside. But look at how it's perfectly set up, all right? This is a premium product, unlike any other product that we've ever brought you on the channel. And that's why we're excited about this. Look at this, another terrace that is set up overlooking. Again, you can see right through the trees, the leaves are, it's very lush out there, but if you trim a little bit, you're able to get those beautiful river views right through there. All right, now we're gonna go into gazebo number 2. I want you to see this. Guys, really dial in as the camera is panning and looking. Pay attention to a lot of these details that exist because it's very hard. And I say this all the time. It's so hard. I wish you guys were standing right beside me so you could see it because there's so many details in this one that you can only truly appreciate by being here. And that's why I'm saying it's going to be a longer video because, guys, to get this across to you, I'm really going to have to sit and explain and dial in to the different aspects. But have a look at this space again. Pay attention to the high ceilings here, the ceiling fans. The furnishings in this one are key. Again, you spin around and you've got another beautiful terrace here, balcony overlooking the river in the forest. So you are, again, 15 minutes away from the city, from Piantini. But guys, look at how tranquil and peaceful it is. So spin, have a look back, give you a little bit of idea of the scale and size of this property. Have a look back here really quick. We've got a very nice, you've got an outdoor, have a look at this restroom right over here. Okay, you got the Coralina. All of the items that are coming in here, faucets, 90% of it all is coming custom from Italy, okay? So guys, as we go back into the house, pay attention as we go back in, but you're gonna see it on the inside. This is, you know, some of the top architects in the Dominican Republic have worked on this house. Interior decorators amongst the top in the industry. Architects, the same thing. What they were able to do is bring all these great minds together and put together a product that has a Tuscan feel with a Balinese type of feel to it as well, an Asian feel to it. And you're gonna see these elements throughout the entire house strategically melted and put together so that you have one of the most unique experiences that you will ever have inside a home, all right? So here you go, just for example, have a look at these items, okay? These are all hand-picked, brought in specifically from Italy or from Asia, or they're coming, some pieces are coming in, the modern pieces are coming in from Miami. For example, those pillars are coming in from Miami, all right? Let's keep moving. This is a big one, guys. So beautiful little jacuzzi set up over here, and you can see exactly how big this pool is. We've got the nice staircase going into the pool. You're able to sit there, sit here and enjoy nature while being so close to the city. I think that's very special about this property. Turn around and have a look at the back of this house. This is just, and that's why I'm saying, guys, this is an estate, and we're so happy to be showcasing this one on the channel to you today. Let's go ahead and hop back in. The main doors over here. And then we're gonna start at the front and we're gonna walk you through this one. So get ready. Guys, please remember to like, subscribe, and share if you like the content. Guys, our content is unique. It's not like anyone else's content because it's organic, it's original, it's real, and we just speak from the heart and nothing is pre-edited. We just bring you what we're seeing and we want you guys to understand it and appreciate it. All right, so we're gonna walk from those back doors right to the front door again, and we're gonna start this tour from the inside. We've got 2 floors and approximately close to 25,000 square feet that we have to walk through. So back to the front. Here we go to this beautiful, and the sun came out for us today. It was raining earlier. We're so happy the sun came out, completely changed the tone and feel of this video, and we're excited to get rolling here. Okay, so we're back at the front. You can see we've got your U-shaped driveway. You got your 4-car parking, another garage off on the other side, and we're gonna head on in. Let's do it. All of this work, custom made. Have a look at these doors. We're gonna take you to the top terrace up there, and that, my friends, is Romeo and Juliet up there. When we get up there, you're gonna love it. It is so thematic and so dramatic. This entire house is like that. Let's go in. So here we go. Imagine having people over to this place. So as you enter, guys, you're gonna see all sorts of custom features like this throughout. It's a really cool custom feature in the master bath that I'm gonna point out to you, where the light shines through and hits the custom mosaic artwork that they've got on the floor, all right? So as we stand here, like we're saying, there's a Tuscany Asian mix and balance in this house. You can see some of the artwork that is here. Every piece here is strategically hand-picked, okay? All of this stuff is hand-picked. And guys, needless to say, these are pieces that are top dollar items, okay? All but 2 items are included in the purchase of this house, all right? So this is a turnkey product for you, okay? You're able to come into this one, you're able to call this place home, and you're gonna have the best of the best everywhere. All right, so have a look at this. You got this showpiece here. Nice way to be greeted as you enter this house. So guys, as you can see the artwork, like for example, right here, guys, this is a 6-figure. This whole setup right here is a 6-figure, more than 6 figures on the artwork brought in from Morocco. It's stunning. You have to see it in real life, but this becomes part of the purchase, okay? So all of these items. When I was talking about those pillars outside, here's the other 2. Have a look at these, 1 and 2. Again, brought in from Morocco, brought in from Miami, okay? Custom, they waited a lot of time for these to be delivered, and now they're here. Okay, let's go into this main area. So you've got your foyer over here. This could be utilized for multiple purposes, as you see how dramatic this entire space is. What you're gonna see throughout, pay attention to the ceiling up top there. Okay, those bricks are probably 200 years old. Where did they come from? The owners of this house who built it for themselves personally went to Zona Colonial and rescued these bricks. They paid for them, they rescued them, resalvaged them, and they utilized them on the ceiling of their house. They're strategically used in multiple spots, and we'll point it out as we're going through the house. But guys, they were able to bring that in, install it here, and salvage something that is 200 years old. I think that is just amazing that they were able to achieve that. The other thing that you're gonna notice as we go into different wings, all these wings of the house close off, okay? So you're able to separate. This house, like I said, is made for entertaining. So in the entertainment process, sometimes you're gonna have large gatherings, sometimes small. So you're able to close off sections of this house strategically when you have guests come over. So let's move on over here. I'm gonna keep you right there for a second. I want you to see, this is the formal living room. It really is a special space. And what you're gonna have to do is look around floor to ceiling to truly get a feel for it. Floor to ceiling to fixtures to the artwork, the decor on the tables, all of these items are strategically put into place. Have a look up top here. This is where they brought, again, some Asian influence into this space. It's a finish that I have never seen before, but wow, does it ever fit into the space properly. And you can see exactly, this is a large space made for large entertainment, okay? The family room for this one is upstairs. You're gonna love how cozy that is and how strategic the house is laid out. So another thing I am talking about entertainment. You're able to entertain here. But guys, this house was made for living, okay? Children grew up here. The family spent 20 plus years here. So you're gonna see this house flows perfectly for living purposes as well, all right? So you're gonna understand that. All right, so which way am I gonna go? Let's go into the study, because this is where we first came into when we were greeted by the lovely owner of this house. So have a look at this study, okay? The study just, it screams class. It's quiet. Again, you look up at the ceiling and you're able to see how customized the ceiling is. All of these items took time and effort and a lot of thought. In this study, again, there's so much artwork and all of this is included, okay? Items like this are included in this purchase. These are very, very expensive items. What they have in here as well, which I want to point out, is a cellar that can hold 500 bottles of wine. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and show you that really quick. Go ahead, have a look. So this cellar can hold 500 bottles of wine. Great spot to have it right off the study. Another item to pay attention to, guys, is we do have, because of when I'm speaking on the entertainment end of things, we do have speakers throughout all entertainment spaces, okay? They're throughout everything. Back up and have a look at this. Have a look at the entertainment. This could be set up as a library. It could be set up exactly how they would leave it for you if you choose to buy it. Okay, there's a really cool space that we're gonna be showing you in the basement, okay? This is for, you know, all the guys out there that wanna have their man cave. There's a space that's perfectly set up. The previous owner utilized it as a studio for singing. And guess what I heard? That some of the most famous people in the world were down in that studio singing and jamming out and having a great time. So we're gonna show you that right now. It's empty and ready for reinvention or to be a studio again. So we're out of that space, we're back into the main living area. I'm gonna walk right across into the main dining room, all right? So you can see the main, it's fully decked out. Pay attention to even like the lighting fixtures. You're not finding stuff like you can't go to your local department store and buy anything that you're seeing in this place, okay? Every single item is top dollar and custom made for these people, for these current owners at some given time over the last 10 years. Okay, so now we're in this space. You can see every space opens up to the outdoors, okay? So we can open these doors up. They're locked right now, but every door opens right up. So you have that indoor-outdoor feel, and you know, that's why if you're leaving Canada or you're leaving colder climates, you're coming here for that indoor 365 days a year of great weather. So what do they have here? They have 2 dining rooms, essentially. So if you have a large gathering, this is a smaller gathering, but you also have the ability to convert this one into a dining room as well. Okay, so you're able to, between the 2 dining rooms, you're able to have 20 guests. And trust me, there's been many of times where they've had 20 plus people over for dinner. Now, the next thing I want to show you guys, and this is for the functionality and the living aspect of things. Let me show you where the kitchen is set up. Come with me. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the cold kitchen. In the Dominican Republic, we have hot and cold kitchens, okay? So this is the cold kitchen. This is rarely used by the family, all right? Rarely used. You can see how beautifully set up it is. We're gonna be talking to you a little bit about this customized precious stone that was used on the countertop. So guys, I wanna point out a few things. For example, this is no regular, normal countertop. This is a precious stone called lapis lazuli. It's brought in from Brazil, custom, in one giant piece for this kitchen, all right? So come on in with me, all right? This is how people live in the Dominican Republic at this level, okay? You have your kitchen. It is not necessarily connected to the home because they like to have their spaces independent. That is a critical way because there's a lot of entertaining that happens here. So it's very rare that you're gonna have the family actually cooking the food that is being presented to the guests. In North America, the wife's in there, the husband, they're cooking, they're having guests over. Different feel, different vibe here because you're gonna see we have a massive hot kitchen with a full team that takes care of your dining needs. So this, basically, guys, has never been used, okay? You can see all the appliances are all custom fitted for the space. Viking, top commercial brands. So if you are into cooking, no worries, you're all set. You can do it. There's no big deal. You have all the top appliances here. You can see you've got your Viking fridge as well, all right? Again, we're gonna talk about customization of a house to a degree that is way beyond myself. Have a look at this. This is from New York, a custom leather lighting fixture over this table. All right, these are items that you just don't go in and find at your regular department store. Now, we're looking up, we're looking at the ceiling. Pay attention to some of the details on the ceiling, all right? Beautiful. And then right down to the floor. Tons of storage in here. All right, have a pantry off of the cold kitchen. Have a look. All right, so you've got a nice sized pantry in here as well. Let's keep moving along. We've got a lot of ground to cover, so let's keep moving. Come with me. What do we have over here? Now, guys, we are going into, this is what I was talking about, we're going into the hot kitchen now. Come with me. Now we're into the hot kitchen. Have a look at the size of this. This is where the team works the magic. If you were here with me, you could smell the food. The Dominican food's being cooked over there. It smells so amazing, and it is a massive space. This is where the team, so what does a team encompass? You have multiple service people, you have multiple cooks, you have drivers, you have security, you have all these people that attend to your needs, and that, at this caliber, is what our buyers are looking for, okay? You've got a separate area over here. I'm gonna give them the privacy. They're having lunch right now, so the team will eat external to the house, okay? The reason, because sometimes the drivers don't stay overnight. Sometimes, very often the maids, the cooks, they stay overnight. Security, drivers, stuff like that might not. So what they've done is they set up so they can come from the outside right over here, they can eat. Even the security, the drivers are also fed in the process. So the team will be making them their meals, they'll be eating out here, but you keep it in a manner that only the in-house service team is in the house, all right? Let me show you this area. You can see the laundry room over here. You can see, guys, this is almost like a separate house over here. You're gonna see staircases like this as well throughout. We're not gonna be going up and down every single one of them, but the way this house was designed was so that the service team can get in and out and clean areas up and down without going through the main house. So the last thing you want is a big gathering of friends And what you have is your team running in and out and through that space. So they have a back hallway set up all across the board. Here's a bathroom for the team, for the service team, and here's a laundry room. Look at how big this space is. Tons and tons of space in this. It's not even used to full scale. We got more storage up there for items, but this is the laundry area that's all set up. Outdoor access right there. All right, come with me. Got a little more storage over here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna come out of this kitchen, the cold kitchen, hot kitchen, another staircase to zip up to help out without going into the main area. Now the family explained to me that this area was critical, okay? So we're going back outside. Here's your garage. I'm gonna take you down those steps in 2 seconds, and that's what I was talking about, that man cave, where the rock studio basically was. But have a look over here. So this is where the kids used to come in. The kids would come in here. There's the main house. Kids would come in right over here. As you can see, we're back at the front of the house over here, the beautiful water fountain, the big gates, the parking garage. This is where the kids will come in and out. You're not always coming in the main entrance, okay? When family and the kids are in and out, they're coming in here with their backpacks and, you know, their dirty shoes, and they're running in this space, and they're kicking off their shoes right here, okay? They're kicking off their shoes, they're putting their bags down, they're doing all that stuff right here, all right? And then you go into the main house. If you spin around, you can see there's the main house, shoots right in there. What I'm gonna show you before we keep going to the main house, guys, because there's so much to cover here. Have a look at the garage, okay? If you park in the garage, shut the door. It's raining, for example. You can see exactly what that looks like. Huge garage. Look at the ceiling height. If you're gonna be living here and you got a bunch of kids and you're moving down here, guys, you have so much space for so much storage. Look at the floors in the garage too, how tastefully done that is. It's just beautiful work across the board. This is a space that I'm gonna show you, which has potential. It could be multiple things. It could be in another apartment, if you have guests coming over, if you have a family that's gonna be, watch that door. The breezes are amazing here, so that's one thing to know. You hear those doors slamming, it's because the breezes. Look up at the trees. Look at how grand the trees are. They are just like massive trees, and you're living. Look at this, you're immersed in nature. Like, look at the size of that tree trunk. This tree is massive, and the breezes keep going. It really is refreshing and beautiful. So what do we have here? You can make a second apartment, separate from the house. You can come in and out separately. Or what the previous owner did, this was a rock studio. And this space can be used for so many different things. You could do a movie studio down here. You could do like a theater room, you could set it up. So how this was all set up, because like I'm saying, and I can't say any names, but some of the most famous musicians in the world spent time down here jamming out with the owner, okay? This was just, magic happened down here, let's say it that way. But all of this, when they were down here jamming out, and this was full, you can probably hear it in the mic, how the sound changed. The family upstairs couldn't hear anything, and there was some like serious rock music going down here. But all of this is padded, okay? All of it is layered. Every ounce of this part is ready for a studio. So if you're a musician, I have my father-in-law, George, a big shout out. I know you have your band. This is like paradise for you. Like, this is all padded, ready to go. And this guy had the top people in the world here jamming out with him. All right? So what else could we do here? You're not a musician. You're not going to be jamming out. You're not going to be doing all that stuff. This could be a man cave. It could be a second office. Let's say if you have a big internal team that you utilize for your businesses, it could be a second office. It could be, you know, a movie studio. You can set that up. See how I said, oh, this is movable. I don't think this is permanent. Maybe it is. You got a bathroom down here. You got a little kitchen. You can see even had padded walls here. Everything was padded. Oh, you got 2 bathrooms actually. There's a second bathroom. Slide over here with me. You got a second bathroom over here. That, you know, depending on how you want to use the space. There's a million different ways to skin this one. You can do whatever you want with it, but have a look. Boom. Bonus space, let's put it that way. All right, let's keep going. We're gonna go back up these stairs. It's an important space because you can scale it in so many different ways. All right, so we're going back into the house, and we're gonna go all the way through, back to the front door so you guys understand where you're at. Guys, please leave some comments below. If you see items here that you're like blown away by, like stuff like this, like, wow, like look at it. I don't even know where that came from, but all I know is it's really expensive and it's really damn cool and makes this house special. All right, so back to the story. Kids leave their bags, leave their stuff, dirty shoes. They come into the main house, or they run into the kitchen and ask the cook to whip them up something good to eat. Back in here, there's your dining rooms. This is something which is cool. I'm going to show it to you because the owner explained it to me, which is pretty darn cool. All right, I want you to look at this frame. See that frame? Run over here with me. Look at this frame. See how they're different? Men's. And women's, okay? It's a subtle thing. Might not mean much to most of you watching, but it's a cool detail. And those little details are throughout the entire house. Have a look at this. So you're here for an event. I'm gonna take you in here. I want you to appreciate what you're seeing here. Look at this. This is a water fountain that is converted into a sink. Okay, I want you to be able to see what this is. And guys, keep in mind, everything that you're seeing here, 99% of it is imported from Italy, unless it came from Miami or it came from Asia or something along those lines, but most of it has come from Italy. But look at this. Look at the stall. So this is set up, like I'm saying, for entertaining. This swings open and close. I'll show you really quick. So it's like old school right here. See how this closes? You put a little tie through there so someone knows you're in there. And what a cool environment. Now I also want you to pay attention to, and these are important little details. Pay attention. These are all individually hand painted, hand carved. Okay, all of these tiles. Completely personalized. Everywhere you look, all of this. So the women's have the men, the men's have the women. So it's just, a fun little detail that they've tossed in. Look up, pay attention to the curvature of the ceiling over here, the Venetian plaster, that is just a beautiful finish, okay? And you'll see that throughout. This guy who did the plastering, the Venetian or Florentine is what the owner had said, but for us North Americans, you're gonna say that Venetian plaster was just an artist. Have a look at how perfectly done it is. And these are what places like this are special for, because they have famous artists, famous architects all working on their product and creating something that is so memorable like this. All right, guys, so you remember this space? Boom, right up to the pool. We're gonna go this way before we go up the stairs. All right, so I'm gonna show you the men's bathroom. You can have a peek. It is basically mirror image, but it is the male's version of it, right from the trim on the door, okay? You look at those images that are carved in, then now you've got your women on there. It's unique, it's special, and that's what products like this, that's what villas like this are all about being unique, being special, being grand, and being luxurious, and that's everything that this one is. All right, so I'm gonna pause you here. I'm gonna have you look up. Look at that ceiling. Look at how special that ceiling is. Again, the same brick that was saved from Zona Colonial before it was tossed out. They salvaged it, they saved it, they paid for it, brought it in, and reinstalled it. Now there's a couple things that they've done here, which is really important to point out. The way they designed this house was so that you can change the mood of this house with the flick of a switch from the outside, which unfortunately we won't be able to see because the sun's out, but from the inside as well. All right, have a look at the lighting touches here. All right, so you can change the vibe of this entire space from just having these lighting fixtures on to completely changing the mood and feel of the space by shutting those off and turning these on, okay? You can completely change the vibe. So imagine the place is dark, and you're able to do this throughout this entire space, okay? Where you have this ambient lighting going around, you can shut off lights, turn off lights, and change the mood from being, a somber to a festive mood. You can change that on and this is the thought out process, not by chance. All right, pay attention to the artwork again. Guys, all this is beyond me. This is next level kind of stuff. And if you are the right buyer, you are going to appreciate every single square inch of this house, right to the vases, to everything that is here, everything that is put together. It's just so strategically put together. All right, so we've kind of come into the other wing of the house that I was talking about. Stand over there, and I want you to have a quick look around, soak it in. Okay, there's similarities throughout, but different uses and different purposes. We have actually two guest bedrooms on the main floor. Okay, the family lives upstairs, 2 guest bedrooms. One is being used as storage right now, but I'm gonna show you one of those 2 rooms right now. Come with me. Have a look at this. So this is a guest bedroom. Beautifully set up, okay? Again, there's no square inch of this house that is not done with love and care, okay? You can see how this is all done, okay? Again, everything is included. There's only 2 special pieces that the owner said she must keep. Outside that, all of it is yours. Come with me into the bathroom. I want you to see this because it's pretty cool, the fixtures of this one. Have a look. Look at that, isn't that cool? So you're gonna see these kind of elements throughout. Very tastefully done. And here we go, I want you to see this. Have a look at this, this is pretty cool. Again, all this is in from Italy as well. She was explaining. It is just unique. It has a vibe, it has an energy. And this house, ladies and gentlemen, is all about energy, the right energy. The owners of this house are just spectacular people, and they carry such positive energy of, you know, health, success, wealth, friends, family, and they just do so many great things in the community, and they want this to be a home for someone else that is going to be of the same wavelength. So have a look up. I want you to see every ceiling has a unique feel and texture, but it's all staying in the same world, okay? Head on out. So you're into this space, you're a guest, you're staying over, you're waking up in the morning, big stretch, and you walk off to the kitchen, you knock on the hot kitchen door and say, hey, could I have some coffee, maybe a couple eggs, some fruit? Guys, it is just such a cool way to live, and that's only, you can experience that only in the Dominican Republic to this degree, okay? It's a very, very special place. All right, so what do we got here? So she explained to me, when the kids were young, this door would be open, it's closed right now, they would come in here with all their friends and they would dart straight back there to the backyard, all right? They go straight back to the backyard, to the front yard, and they would be going back and forth. This area was like a free-for-all. You could be soaking wet and run through. You stay out of the main house, stay away from the formal living room, and you're in and out of this space with friends and family. So that's what I'm saying. This place is made for living as well. Have a look at this hallway. Again, pay attention to that ceiling. That is cool. That is cool. Look at that ambient lighting again. These are the details that make up properties like this. What differentiates this from the house next door to you? It is these special details, all of these little elements, okay? The artwork, the vases, all these different things make it special. All right, so come into this. This is another really cool area, because if you're a guest, you're coming down here, you're gonna be spending time here, you have this living room set up that could be yours. They're utilizing it as a meeting room, okay? These people are always on the go, very busy. So this could be set up for your guests. You can have a TV set up. You can arrange this however you want. I would personally be setting it up as a living room so your guests can stay off, have this whole space to themselves, this whole wing, all right? Come into this area, more space over here. The owner has this one set up as a personal office for one of their maintenance people, so that door's locked. But here's the other garage. Come with me. This is currently being used as storage. That's a room over there, another room. Nothing to see there, and this one's locked, but this is the other garage that we're seeing from the outside, all right? But at least gives you an idea of the space and how it's laid out and what you could do. So this area you could do a lot with. Come with me over here, back into this guest living room space. And here you go. This is a really, really awesome space. I want you to have a look. Here is where the owner, let me get the lights. The team went through and shut off all the lights on me. So right here is where she'll call in her own personal hairdresser. She'll come in, get her prepped, get her ready for whatever parties that she wants to attend and go to. All that is set up. You're all ready to go in this regard, okay? You've got everything set up here. You're gonna come over here. We're making our way to this home gym. The home gym is phenomenal. Right over here you have a little massage table set up. So you can call your masseuse in. Again, something that is done here on a regular basis. They come to you, you don't go to them. And here you go, let's walk into this. Now we're into the gym. Have a look at this gym. Top of the line equipment, all right. These owners spare no expense. They're picking the best of the best, whether it's artwork, whether it's furniture, gym equipment, tiles on the floor, bricks on the ceiling, whatever it is top of the line stuff that they're selecting, all right? So you've got this full gym here. You can see all this equipment. This is all included in the deal. We're right back at the end of that hallway. See how the house is laid out? It all flows really well. And again, like what a cool water feature. You know, there's like a zen, there's an energy in this house that is really magnetic. Very often you're coming to big homes like this and it feels a little cold, but not this one. This one feels warm and you feel the love that's put into it. Right here, you can see you're right out to the backyard. That's what I was talking about. This gate is closed, but you can see how beautiful that is. And we're gonna keep walking, guys. We're gonna keep moving because I'm gonna get you to the second floor now. Where am I going now? I'm going back into the study. All right, I'm right back in this amazing study with all this amazing, you know, like I said one of the husband was a musician. You can see the guitar over there. All these things are included in this. Beautiful desk setup. It's just, there's so many details. Every time I walk through, to be honest, guys, I notice one more thing. And then I walk through, I notice another thing. Then I'll notice the curtain. Then I'll notice the lighting fixture. Then I'll notice that painting on the wall. Sculptures. There's so much excitement, and it's all strategically done. For example, this plant and this, you know, these elements are unique. These are things I would not think about, and that's why they had the best of the best. This is not randomly put in place. The best of the best, as far as interior decorators, architects, they all designed this. Okay, so this is top-notch, elegant stuff. Now, we're at my favorite part of this house, and the owner said it perfectly. Stand behind me and have a look at the staircase. Have a look at this. This is no normal staircase, guys. This is made an imperial cut. Okay, that's what they call a staircase, an imperial cut. Why do I say that? Look how it goes narrow and wide. Reason being, guys, stay right there. Back in the olden days, Empress, this house was made with the mindset of the queen, the empress of the house. When she enters her main floor, she has her big gown on, and if you look this up, this gown, these staircases were made so that dress could just kind of flow all the way down. It's a pretty cool way she described. She probably did a lot better job of describing it than I just did, but nevertheless, a staircase made for empresses, an imperial staircase. I've never seen one before. I don't know if Carlos has or not, but that is pretty special and pretty unique. Let's go ahead and head up this imperial staircase. Have a look at this. This is some cool stuff right here. She was explaining all of this to me. Have a look at this mirror and this whole wall feature and the lighting that's coming off it, the uplighting, outside lighting is coming in, and this thing is massive. It must be like 20, at least 15 feet. This table, look at the details of this table. It's important you look at it, guys, because you're buying millions of dollars in artwork. You're buying millions of dollars in, sculptures and vases. Now, this is one of the items that is not included. However, the owner was very specific. She said if somebody falls in love with that, that it could be part of the deal. But that is one of the two items that is not part of it. But nevertheless, you still have the feature wall. You could put something else up there. Right down to these tiles. Everything around me, I feel like I'm in a museum because everything is worth so much money, and these items are all part of your deal. What you don't have to do is spend 10 years of your life looking, finding, and gathering items that speak volumes of your taste and the quality of your lifestyle and your appreciation for artwork and all those elements that make a house like this pop and make it special. All right, anyone can build a house. Anyone can really build a house, but to decorate it and put it together in this fashion, it takes taste and takes skill and it takes expertise. All right, so where are we now? We're upstairs on the second floor. Let me walk you through here. Have a look at this. This is where we were. Have a look down. That's the main entrance. It's pretty cool, isn't it, guys? I'm going to walk you around. This is the Romeo and Juliet story right over here, because have a look. Isn't this amazing? Go ahead and take a step out. You got the waterfall. You got the privacy. Nobody can see in. You've got the beautiful, lush vines all around the house. Guys, this is spectacular. It is really something special, and we're so happy that you're able to share this with us. Ceiling height, guys, pay attention. Look at the ceiling height. Look at the lighting fixture. That thing probably weighs a ton right there, that lighting fixture. To keep that thing strapped in, every ounce of this, even this railing, this solid steel railing here, okay? All of these items, these are not things that are easy to think of doing. So come with me. What we're going to do is we're going to take you into the family room and then into the 3 bedrooms. All right, come with me. So here's the family room. This is where they spend a lot of their time just hanging out, watching movies, reading a book. and spending family time. I like that they have the family room on the upstairs because basically up here, who's up here? It's just family. Only families up here, and that's special. I think that it makes this a very livable. Well, it is a spectacular house, and there's so many wow elements to it, wow furnishings, wow paintings. It's still a home, and that's what's important. It's still a home. All right, so I was talking about this staircase down. This is where this goes into that hot kitchen, if you guys remember. There's a staircase. They can zip up here. You want to grab a snack. They want to bring you up a snack. You can do that. We also have, and I'm trying to remember the location of it, is we have so the owners were explaining, they created a nanny's room up here as well because when the children were smaller, they didn't want the nanny to have to run from her room downstairs all the way up to check on the kids if they're away at work or anything like that. So they created a nanny's room right here, okay? So that could be converted. This could be converted into a bedroom as well, okay? So what I'm saying, 6 bedrooms, guys, we can actually create 7 bedrooms out of this house very easily if you want to turn this into another master, which you very easily could because there's a full bathroom, there's a bathroom here, and there's another opportunity over here. Another cool thing that this house does have from the kitchen downstairs is a dumbwaiter system, okay? So you're able to send food up and down, which is kind of cool. Late at night, you need to get a snack made, they make it, boom, they shoot it up, and you're eating your late night snack. Okay, so let me show you this bathroom, because if you have a large family and that's why you're moving down here, you need more space, then you're able to create more space. Go ahead, have a look. Nothing special here, okay? Just got your toilet, you got your sink, because the functionality of this space was as a living room. Full bathroom, you've got a full bathroom and added space over there if you want to convert this into a bedroom, another bedroom. All right, so we come back into this space. Here you are. Again, I got to point out, remember I was talking about that brick that's strategically put throughout this entire house? It's back up there again. Very, very cool. All these elements, guys, you got to really pay attention and appreciate all of this stuff. There could have just been a wall here, but there isn't. There's this amazing French door. There's this amazing wrought iron right here. Now you're coming into where the family is, okay? Which is awesome. Where am I going to start? Where do I start? I'll start over here. So look at this, guys. Again, all these little details are something that you really got to dial into. You got to pay attention to, like this wrought iron on these windows. This is all strategically done and put together and customized and put in place. The high ceilings, the lighting, you know, the Venetian or let's say Florentine plaster that's on here. We're going this direction. We're going to start with bedroom number 1 as far as the family living space. Have a look at the size of these bedrooms. Look at the ceiling height. Look at the lighting fixtures. Pay attention to how cool of a room this is. This is just awesome. And you can see it's lived in. It's where memories were created. This is where, you know, a lot of love was shared. Children grew up, and that's what I like about this house. It's not just a brand new pre-construction house that has never been lived in. Well, we love pre-construction, and you know we're big advocates of it. Guys, this is special because there's memories, and there's a feeling, and there's a vibe. I want you guys, because the owner pointed this out to me, come over here and have a look at the painting, okay, the painting. They have brought in someone from, I can't remember where, I believe Colombia, and he spent 10 months here. This isn't wallpaper, this is custom painted. Listen to this. Hear that? Textured and painted all the way around. You're gonna see this in the boys' room, you're also gonna see it in the girls' room, okay? This bedroom, high ceilings, and look at this. I'm going to show you this bathroom. The bathroom's pretty cool. Here we go. So you got a little walk-in closet. I wouldn't say little, pretty good sized walk-in closet right here. Okay, nice high ceilings. You got your toilet. And shower again. Look at the fixtures. All the faucets. Remember when I was showing you guys downstairs what it looked like and felt like? Same thing flowing here. Okay. There's another element that I want to point out to you. Like I was talking about the wrought iron separations there as we came into this living space. But look at this. Look how cool this is, guys. You know, it's just it's a small detail, detail that makes a world of a difference. And that's what this house is about. It's about appreciating all those little items. Come with me. We're going to go into the girls' room now, and then we're going to end this in the master. You have a white linen closet, and we're going to go into the girls' room here. Have a look at this. What a cool little space. Well, I'm not going to say little. This is a big, big bedroom. But what a cool bedroom this is. Again, the high ceilings. You can see how it's customized. Look at the lighting fixture, the bed. All of it is just screaming, you know, a space that is lived in and part of the family energy and the vibe of that family. Now, the other thing I want to point out to you is, again, remember I was saying about the guy from Colombia that spent 10 months here? Look at this. Look at this. Look how customized this is. This is hand, every single one, every single line was customly done. This was hand painted. This entire space. Spin around and have a look. That is just special. Really, really cool space. I want you guys to see now. I want you to be able to see the ensuite bathroom here. It's done very well. It makes perfect sense. I'm going to take you in here now. This one has, obviously, the girls' bedroom has a very large closet, a little bit larger than the boys. Okay, and you got your vanity in the middle, which makes perfect sense. And now we are into the area with the toilet. I'll shut that. And again, here's a little detail. Look at these little details here. We got this. Why do you have that? You have that because you have this door feature that is put in. Okay, there's all sorts of little accents and details and cool things about this house that will make it someone's home once again. All right, so here's the shower. And now, guys, I'm going to take you into the master bedroom. Guys, so the way I just laid this one out for you, you could easily, if you want to change the way this thing is laid out, you can have 2 bedrooms downstairs, okay, and you can have 1, 2, 3, 4 bedrooms upstairs very easily. All right, so now we're going to go into the master. We go into the master bedroom right over here, guys. Come with me. This is a cool space. I love it because look at this. You've got a living room before you enter the master. You've got this great space. Husband sleeping, wife wants to watch some TV, no problem. You don't need to go into the main part of the house. You stay here in your living room. You've got a little desk set up, TV, furnishings right here. It's very zen. It's very cozy. All right. So now we're going to move along. I want you to see this. This is my favorite room in the entire house. Look at this. Look at the ceilings. Look at the grand ceilings. It's smack dab in the center of the house. The views out the back are stunning. You've got your dead center of the pool, your dead center of the big tree that's right in the back. It's like perfectly aligned. Okay, it really is a special, special place. Pay attention to the flooring. There's no detail of this house that wasn't thought about at least 10 times before execution happened. Okay, so this place is just done perfect. Okay, you can see, stay over there. You can see exactly how big this room is. All right, you've got another door that goes out into the same living room space. But you can see exactly how big it is. Pay attention to the TV. The TV is set up in a manner that you can make that thing disappear. You hit a button and boom, it goes up into the ceiling. So you can really, really visualize. If you can visualize yourself living in paradise, in an estate, then guys, this is really the one for you, okay? So come along with me. I'm gonna take you into the so this is like a little apartment in and of itself. I want you to see the master bathroom now. This one is done extremely well. This one, they hit a home run on this one. I'm gonna go ahead and open this up for you. There you go. Come with me. So have a look. This is a cool space. So remember, guys, when we walked into the house that first night, pointed out that mosaic. Here's the second one. Look at how cool this is. Now, what makes it even cooler is come over here and look up. When we got a bright sunny day and right around noon, the sun shines right down on that, and it's special. So why is that special? Because there's a special detail, a special thought and care put into creating an element like this, which it's something that wows me as I walk through this house. How many components and special elements there are to this house. Here's your tub. All right, you got this beautiful tub set up. You got the views of the backyard, the amazing lush greenery in the back. All right, you've got your vanity, double vanity set up. You've got a little storage closet here for personal knickknacks and items. You've got I would say a shower room over here versus a shower. This is a massive shower. Go ahead and have a look. Pay attention to the faucets, all those different features that are customized for this house. And now we go into a little bit further over here. We have privacy with the toilet. Okay. A little bit further, we've got now one thing that's unique about this one, I kind of like it because I find myself doing this every morning when I wake up too. I find myself, as I get ready to start my day, I'm always most productive when I stay in that zone of getting work done as soon as I wake up and I'm in my PJs and I'm getting work done. It's funny how they replicated that, and they kind of live the same lifestyle, because what they created here is a his and hers office. Okay, here's the his office. All right, there's a his office right here, right off. It's unique, but I see how it works. It's functional. It makes sense because that's how I work too. So you got the his office. Okay, you've got the his closet. Okay, you've got the his closet right here. It's a big space. All right, and then you got the her closet. The her closet is off limits, but it's really, really cool, guys, because it's actually 2 stories. So you go in and then you go up another set of stairs to more items. So my Carissa would just die. She would love seeing that. But in respect of their privacy, we've got that locked. We don't really want to take you in there because it's a really, really cool space. And if you end up coming down here and you want to view this property, we'll make sure that you get a chance to see it. But let's go over here. We saw the his office. The one thing I missed was the hers office. What a cool space that is. This is our office on the right-hand side. Let's keep moving. We're back into the living room. All right, so let's keep going, guys. We're going to walk and talk, and we're going to head down. So we're back into this foyer, the area that we talked about with the Romeo and Juliet patio and this beautiful, beautiful staircase. So guys, now let's talk price. Okay, you guys must be wondering, and I'm sure there's comments saying, hey, what's the price? What's the price, Cash? Tell us right away. No, guys, I'm not going to tell you right away because I want you to be able to walk through this one. I want you to be able to feel it. I want you to be able to understand it and appreciate it, because this one is all about appreciation, and I'm just soaking it in. Like I said, every time I walk through, I look, and there's not 1 square inch of this place that is not has not been thought through numerous times. All right. So what are we looking at for this massive 3,100 square meter property? What is that? 3,100 square meters is close to 35,000 square feet, okay, of land. So you got a massive piece of land that is located on a beautiful, massive river, on a hill looking down, as we can see from the backyard. The house itself is almost 25,000 square feet. Come with me outside. You got this amazing private way of living, quality of life. You know, this is not something that you find on a regular basis. This is not something that exists. This is probably one of the top 5 homes in the Dominican Republic, okay? It is a spectacular, spectacular property. What makes it spectacular? What makes it top 5? All of these details, all those details I just pointed out, all of these little details, everything that is done here was done to the nines, right down to the, look at how beautiful this is, guys. This is part of the ambiance of living here. Turn around and look at this house. Look at the beautiful vines. Look at the Romeo and Juliet patio. Look at the roof tiles. Look at all of it. This is not something you can build and have tomorrow. This is something that takes time. This is 20 years in the making, 10 years to furnish it the way they did. This takes time, and time is what you are buying. You're buying what they've created. This is a piece of art, right from the art on the wall, right to the home being finished, all right? So what are we asking for this one? This price on this one, $6.5 million. Considering everything, considering the artwork, considering all the furnishings, all the 10 years of work to compile a property to this degree, to this scale, guys, this one at 6.5 is a steal because of the location, because of the items inside, because of all of those elements we just spent the last 45 minutes talking about. I think this is a great price point, all right? Now, if you are interested in this one and you want more information, please feel free to send me a direct WhatsApp. Myself or my team will get you out here and we will show you what we are talking about. We'll show you why this is one of the best estates in the Dominican Republic, why we believe this one, if you are looking for this kind of a product, then there's not too many opportunities like this. This is the one, so close to Piantini. If you are an executive, if you are a multinational corporation and you are heading up that corporation and you're moving your family here, guys, there's no safer place to live, no better place to live than right here in this neighborhood, and there's no better estate to live in than this one right now, all right? So guys, we strongly believe in this one, and we know the right person is out there that's going to absolutely, guys, absolutely love where they live if they choose this one. Bring your family, move down here, run your company. You're 15 minutes away from the World Trade Center, which is going to be the center, the hub for commerce here in the Caribbean. That is opening soon. Blue Mall is here. All the multinational corporations, the embassies, everything that you want, if you are an international business person, is right here in this country. Santo Domingo Airport, all of it is right here. Great fit for you if this is what you are looking to do. All right, guys? So on that note, please remember, love where you live. Please remember that all opportunities exist here, and that's what we love about this country. We can go from this $6.5 million luxury customized estate, and we can find you options right here inside Santo Domingo, all the way to the beautiful, stunning beaches of Las Arenas, up on the lomas and the hills looking down at the ocean, and we can take you all the way to Cap Cana, the best golf courses in the entire world, Punta Cana, Vista Cana, if our middle class is looking for opportunities. So guys, all across the board, guys, we have all those opportunities, and this one sits at the very, very top of that list, and we look forward to you guys looking at this one for yourself and your family. All right, guys? I hope this was an informative video. I hope you learned a lot about different aspects of living in the Dominican Republic. It's not all about living on the beaches. It's not all about tourist sectors. Guys, there is a thriving local community here. There's a thriving business sector, and there's thriving luxury opportunities for you as well. This is one of those. All right, guys. Love where you live, and we will be talking to you very soon. Take care.